What's happening, party people? I am back in the San Jose area. Man, had a hard time getting that out. I left here Tuesday afternoon, went to Albuquerque, picked up a nice red 850R, brought it back to San Jose, so I got back here yesterday afternoon. So I left Tuesday afternoon, got back Thursday evening. 2,200 mile road trip. Today we're going to be hopefully finishing up stuff on that Cadillac, maybe doing a couple of minor things to this nice 850R I just picked up, and seeing what else I could get into while I'm out here in Cali. Woo woo! There it is, folks. Lady in red. This thing rode like a dream out here, eating up the highway. I got a couple of minor things to do to it. I might rinse it off today. It's got this little piece of trim here, needs to be replaced. That stuff is always on its last leg. Pretty much got a fresh paint job. Got the piece of trim for there, gotta clean that off, find the clips for it. But man, this car runs good. Super good. I think I got a set of these to replace these. I didn't know that one was torn up. I know the one on the other side was, but hey, we'll go through it. Maybe shoot a couple videos on it, but man, this thing's been put together. Put together. Hard to pass up an 850R wagon that's in great shape. Look at that bumper. It's got one of those fiberglass bumpers on there. I did a couple of videos on this thing a couple years back, maybe last year, year before, when we were rebuilding this thing. So you could search the videos Lady in Red to see some of the progress that was made on it. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you could click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Kicking off the morning on my way to Fresno. Me and Kevin going to stop at Black Bear Diner. Whoop whoop. It's going to be a first for me. I hope we don't have to eat bear, or bear don't have to eat us. Kicking off the Tinker Day. We're going to do the timing belt water pump on this S70. The one the other day where the water pump was coming apart. Look how the belt's walking off the cam. So we're going to solve that right now and get this thing back on the road into somebody's hands that's going to cherish it for a few years. Whoop whoop. Getting the timing belt job kicked off. Man, this thing needs headlights like bad. It's a HEPA water pump. One of those black gaskets on there, which are horrible. You can see the pump was coming apart, scraping inside the pump from the impeller, which is never good. A lot of the gasket is stuck to here and stuck to the block. These water pumps are just not good on white blocks. Stop using them, people. This one might have went 70,000 miles. I don't know when it was changed. I don't see any evidence, but the belt was starting to do some cracking. But the big thing is the water pump was gone. The belt don't look too bad. Probably 60, 70,000 miles. Supposed to last 100. I don't think it would. Let me get this block cleaned up so I can get this new pump on. Well, folks, I got most of that black gasket off. I got a scrape along the top of that stud there. Little piece there. Most of the stuff, even though it's residue, it's smooth enough to put the water pump and gasket on there. So we're going back with the Asian pump. Belts on. That mark right there, lining up there. That mark right there, lining up right there. Got the crank on, getting ready to tension the tensioner counterclockwise. Then I'm gonna roll it over, go get some coolant.
So it's 85 degrees out here. So you see them a little clockwise from the center position on the tensioner. I took this white S70 base model. It's a slick top for a drive. Went about 15-20 miles. As you can see, the coolant stayed low in the bottle. Likely does not have a blown head. It's got dual headlights, which are good. The tires, man, these front tires need to be replaced. They got good tread, but see that cracking in them? You do not want to drive far with cars with cracking in the tires. Now, it felt like the rotors were bad, so I'm going to take a look at those. When I braked, it vibrated the steering wheel. And felt like this front mount down here was bad, and possibly the harmonic balancer is bad as well. It's got aftermarket spark plug wires on there. I don't really like that. I'm going to change the plugs here when the engine cools down a little bit. But in the meantime, let's go over here and fill this thing up with coolant, make sure we don't have any leaks, fire it up, leak check it, and take this thing for a test drive. Alright, coolant's going down, noise totally gone, timing belt track is straight. We should be good to go. I'm gonna check for leaks, let it warm up to temp, and then take it for a test drive. This car is taking a little while to warm up. Finally up to 182, I was starting to wonder if it had a thermostat in it. I wanted to get up to about 222 so I can hear the fan kick on and go through the cycle of kicking off. It should kick on about 222, 224 and shut back off about 212. Time to put this thing back together. We need a battery clip. We need the little air guide tube over there. It might be in the trunk. Put the timing belt cover on. I looked down here and noticed that the anti-sway bar end link is hooked up to the other side of the strut instead of the back side. I don't know if that destroyed the strut or not, but the struts don't have the ABS wire holder. I was going to tie that to the anti-sway bar end link, but the end link is not in that hole, it's in that hole. That may make that sway bar pull a little tighter. So I'm going to put some zip ties in these skirts so that they don't get destroyed the rest of the way. And see what else I could find on this. This thing needs a bushing up there. It's got some nice personal touches. Like it's got the all-wheel drive bumper on there. The 850 trim on there. It's got cloth seats, which it may have even came with these cloth seats, I'm not sure, but they're pretty nice seats in this car. And he's got this panel piece up there. I've never seen one of those before. The fan did cut on and went through its cycle properly. The air conditioner did cut on, so that's a good thing. So let me get these skirts secured and work on getting this wheel on. I might have to get some tires for this car. The front tires are bad. The back tires really don't look bad, but the fronts are bad. I don't think I'm gonna try to drive the Albuquerque with the fronts in the shape they're in. It's got a rear skirt back here that's loose. I don't know if I'm gonna leave that on or take that off. These are the plugs that go in the non-turbo cars, the Volvo plugs. Whoop whoop. That's back on. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.